Alrighty, welcome back to the Tuesday show. What's going on next? Looks like we're going to be talking about the Capcom Cup.
That's right. They've announced their format. They've announced a whole bunch of stuff of how it's going to work. They've even talked about some potential future changes for the next year. But before we get into that, let's talk about this year's format. So it's going to be a 2-day event. It's going to take place Friday and Saturday. And it is going to take place on the first day from 32 to 8 at the esports arena, not at the PlayStation Experience.
Right.
And then on Sunday, the top 8 is going to be at PlayStation Experience. So you actually need 2 sets of tickets. You need a venue pass for the esports arena, and then you will need a ticket to the east.
And now, as far as I know, Vi tweeted today that the 1-day passes for just Saturday, I think, are sold out. So you have to buy a 2-day pass to PlayStation Experience to go watch one day.
Wait,
That's what he tweeted.
Okay, so getting the 2-day pass for the PlayStation Experience does not get you into the esports
No, because
arena?
that's Saturday and Sunday for the PlayStation Experience.
Esports Arena is a separate ticket.
Yeah.
It's like an $11 ticket or $10 ticket or something.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird setup. It's kind of unfortunate, and
It's kind of dumb, yeah.
it kind of feels like it's a perfect culmination of how a lot of this stuff has been.
Having an esports arena one day and then some other place the other day. And
Why not? How far away are those places? You live around there.
probably 15-minute drive maybe.
Oh, really? Okay. So in other words, it's hard to find a place to stay that's close enough to both of them.
I would probably stay close to the PlayStation Experience because the area is better.
Yeah, and you would probably be able
over to the.
Yeah, you would be able to do more stuff at the PlayStation Experience if you got a 2-day ticket anyway, right?
Well, I mean, you'll spend a whole day at the. Yeah, I guess if you want to do Saturday, Sunday PlayStation Experience, and then
Just so you can
So Sunday would just be for screwing around.
Yeah, just to check out all sorts of cool
I think
stuff
the
that's
area,
going on.
the area in Anaheim that around the PlayStation Experience near the convention center is a little bit cooler. It's like a touristy area.
Yeah,
it's right by Disneyland, kind of. So you just go over there, and that area is probably cooler than staying in Santa Ana, where PR Rog was like, I walked a few blocks away to get food, and I didn't really feel that safe. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, there's that nice few blocks.
So esports arena is in Santa Ana.
Eduardo's gonna be a lot less safe now too.
Yeah.
After last week.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. I hope he's okay. Is he okay?
Yeah, what happened?
Dude, because
Is he okay?
I actually don't know.
totally,
I'm not sure
you
what's
totally
happened.
destroyed the joke.
I literally don't know what this is
foreign
about.
people are gonna get deported because
He's
they're
a United States citizen.
No, but I
from
know,
Puerto
but
Rico.
he looks Latin.
Wow, James.
And he's
Where did this go? He's knocked over
Even
dead.
Dan didn't like
Dan,
it.
It's like,
yeah,
what?
Dan.
Anyway, what I was
Let's put him
saying.
face down.
What I was saying is, esports arena is in Santa Ana, but if you go a few blocks away, you enter Santana, and it's not as nice as the area right next to the esports arena. So just be a little careful.
Look, you guys are both wilding out a little bit right now when it comes to this stuff, right? I don't like this Santana joke, and I don't like what you did either.
It's not as nice. All I'm saying is the area is not super great. I warned Eduardo. I was like,
anyway,
the area is not great. Me and the Range almost got double lariated by some homeless guy in Santa Ana that weekend. It was real bad. He had bad spacing though. He whiffed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, wasn't I? Oh no, at SCR weekend. I thought I was there with you guys, but maybe not. Somebody asked if we wanted to fight. Oh
What?
wait, no, I was with
Wait, what?
Santana, I warned you guys.
I think I was walking with Tommy, like Tekken player, Soul Calibur.
Okay.
Very very large dude, and I think that's who it was. In any case, it was somebody really big, and this random guy was just like, "Hey, you want to fight?" Like real, like just out of the blue. And we were like, "No," we just walked by. But
What the heck, dude?
it was
Anyway,
okay. But
I recommend staying closer to the PlayStation Experience. Finding a hotel over there and just headed over to the esports arena.
Obviously, the most interesting thing that's happened with Capcom Cup was Filipino champ kind of started a rant.
That dude should run for office.
Yeah, I know, dude. He basically was like, 2 out of 3. What is this? Started a poll. Everyone was like, he retweeted like 7,000 people saying it should be 3 out of 5.
He campaigned his way.
Dude, he 100%. And now they announced that Capcom Cup will be indeed 3 out of 5 from start to finish. So.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't think that 3 out of 5 is necessary with respect to finding who the best players are, but I do think it'd be like kind of sad if you had all this year-long build-up and then somebody could potentially play 4 rounds and then they're out. It just seems like doesn't like fit with the like build up for the event.
Yeah.
So I like it from a spectator perspective.
And they
more.
did 3 out of 5 for like all the top 8s.
Yeah.
It's like the finals of the
Right.
tournament.
In order to qualify for this event, you had to have won a 3 out of 5
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
thing,
like,
or done well, whatever.
And like 3 out of
points.
5. Yeah, so I think 3 out of 5.
and obviously, like one of the main reasons that people want a 3 out of 5 is because they say the results are more legit and they're less random. I don't buy into that.
Yeah, that
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
like. To me, you know, it's interesting because someone, I think it was PR Balrog himself, he was just like, Japan is like best of one, like that's why they're so good at like adapting so fast because they don't have any choice.
Yeah.
You know, and it builds different skills and there's just different strengths. So
Yeah.
you know, 3 out of 5 could be harmful to some players, you know.
For
and
sure.
Doesn't necessarily mean that the better one is winning necessarily.
I'm
right?
totally
So-
with you. But from
Yeah.
a spectator perspective,
But from a spectator and from the perspective that these players traveled the whole year,
Yeah.
and they probably want to get as much matches as they can at the event.
Yeah.
I think it's a good decision.
like somebody's gonna come from Latin America or from Europe or from East Asia, and they're gonna go 0-2. It's probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it could happen that they could have happened that they only played 4 rounds. That just seems weird.
Yeah.
I just think that seems weird. So yeah. Anyway, I like the change, and I like that they were open to that. Capcom was open to making that change.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Cool. They also
Means that day is going to be very long.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of Street Fighter though, but it's
Yeah.
going to be cool. It's going to be a lot of very good Street Fighters, so I'm excited about that, especially because we're going to get players like DRA and Bolinho and all these players from all sorts of different places that we don't get to see that often, and see how they're going to all collide.
That's
So
going to be
we'll
cool.
probably definitely do an episode right before that because this weekend is still going to be the Asia qualifier, so we don't know the brackets just yet. So we'll probably do an episode where we
I'm
talk
sure we could
about
all
the
do fantasy brackets too.
Oh yeah,
We should definitely set that up.
we've
So-
done fantasy brackets in the
Okay.
past.
I hope
yeah.
that
I want
like
to do one too.
ideally they would just do this, but they've dropped the ball every year. So we have to like set up a fantasy bracket.
We,
I have a theory
we
for you
always
guys.
set it up with Maxoplata.
Yeah,
He's
we
always
have,
helped
yeah.
us with that. Yeah,
So I think it was 2 years ago. Whatever year Momoshi won Capcom Cup.
2 years.
2
2 years ago, I did like a pool with 4 people where we like did like a voting thing where we all got to pick players. I think the 4 of us should do that.
Okay,
And
sure.
maybe like do like one of those things where we all pick players.
2 years ago when Mochi won, both of us picked Snake Eyes to win
really?
the tournament.
Did we really?
Yeah, we really did.
I picked.
What a
I
couple
got.
of idiots.
I had picked Momochi. Like my team was like I think my players were like Momochi and Fudo, Ricky and Pierrog, and someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that's really fun. We should probably do that.
Yeah, I think that's a good
That
idea.
does sound cool.
But they talked about next year potentially getting rid of the automatic qualifier spots. Now, I don't know if
Yeah.
that meant the premier events or just for the rankings or
Yeah,
if
I
they're
think
just
they
going to
just
go on
said
pure points.
it seemed like that was the thing, right? Is that it was like all points.
Okay.
So it was just all about a points leaderboard thing.
Okay. So auto qualifiers don't exist, even premier events.
Yeah, that's what they mentioned.
I think they should keep it for Evo.
I think that there should still be some events that auto qualify.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I
it'll probably
agree.
be the case that even if they get rid of auto qualifiers, they'll make Evo worth so many points that effectively you auto qualify.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll
That's
probably be
true.
what premier events are. Like the premier events from
Right.
this year will give so many points that like if you win one, you pretty much are auto qualified.
Dude, based on what
I
the
think that's
Hado has been talking about, I really hope Combo Breaker becomes a premier event.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't even announced the game lineup yet, and he says he's almost sold out of hotel rooms.
Yeah, he's like they're halfway sold out of hotel rooms in the main hotel.
That was the best tournament this year.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
not?
that tournament, like the amount of people just saying how like the
Praising it.
feedback on it was ridiculous, and so everyone's making sure they're not missing it this year. So I'm
Yeah, I'm glad you tweeted him and was like, "Save me a room."
Yeah, I know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, save us rooms, Rick.
But you know, I'm fine with getting rid of the auto qualifier spots, as long as they effectively have the same idea but with the points.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Just
here-
because it gets the same thing, makes the same thing happen without being as complicated.
It's interesting because I was hoping that the first place points wouldn't be so much higher than the other points because I don't like the fact that getting top 8 in a bunch of events means you basically get no points, right?
Yeah.
But in order to make it so that essentially winning a bigger event, you get more points that you kind of qualify automatically anyway, means
Yeah.
that the separation has to be larger.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be the case that 8th place gets 1 point or whatever absurdity
Right.
it currently is. It could be the case that 1st place gets a ton and then there's a big drop between first and second.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
second
yeah.
to 8 is like pretty.
So almost kind of like do like a curve.
Yeah.
Like of point dropping.
It's an
basically.
asymptote.
I also don't know if I love not having any qualifiers, because I feel like then it just encourages people to hit the most events possible and just like constantly travel.
It's already like that.
Right. I mean,
it sort of is, yeah.
Some people are saying though, like, because for example, like Fudo,
qualified and then
qualified and
traveling a
stopped,
ton.
right? Yeah. So having it only be points does favor sponsored players.
Yeah, it favors people that get to travel a lot.
Right, exactly. So there is something to be concerned about that. I feel like that's why they had some of the premier events. So I think the right middle ground is, like you said, just have like tennis, Grand Slams.
Yeah.
Just have like 4 Grand Slams throughout the year. And then have it work out.
Just all the events that were premier events this year, just keep them as like the title is still premier. They just give more points than like a ranking event or something. Like you could do something like that where it's just like
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah, like
I just
Evo,
want simplicity. That's all.
Yeah, like like let's say there's ranking events, premier events, and then Evo's like Evo, and it has like a different tier of points or something like that, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, and you just do it like how it is this year, except for there's no auto qualifying. There's just like lots of points premieres, normal points at ranking, hell of points at Evo.
I mean, maybe we could even just do a whole episode of this after Capcom Cup about what we'd like to see changed. Because there's a lot of things that they need to fix in that system. The whole region thing was a great idea. I loved it, but it just kind of ended up being weird.
Needs to be tweaked a little bit.
Yeah, like I said that you should just register yourself as a certain region away.
It.
And then someone I won't name who, but was like, yo, but then everyone would just register as Latin America.
Man, I mean, you have to register in your like place of residence.
Yeah,
it's like not that hard to get rid of cheating.
The points this year was like, if you really paid attention, it wasn't hard to follow why people got certain points where, but it's impossible to figure out why they qualified and like what was happening. That like you could be like, oh yeah, this guy has points here and there, but then you're just like, but why is like this guy and that, and why is there's like things to keep
the
track
fact
of.
that the Red Bull Battlegrounds ended with Knuckle Dew winning meant Ryan Hart got into the Capcom Cup.
Nobody knows why.
And everyone's like, what?
Yeah, because he's next in line in the Globals point, and then
it was because CCL was right outside of the global points. A spot opened up because Knuckle Dew was qualifying by points.
Yes.
CCL got in, and CCL was
spot.
on the European board. Yeah. He was above Ryan Hart, but now that he's qualified for global, it opened up the spot under him, and Ryan Hart made it into the tournament.
Makes total sense.
I'm literally not paying attention.
There was like actually the amount
I'm not going to record this.
The amount of math that has to be done to figure out who qualifies where is so like the fact that like something happens and everybody's like Ace King Offsuit or something. Please
Ace King
tell me what
Offsuit,
this means.
RankShuriken.com are the two like heroes of the Capcom. I think that Capcom was relying on them to know who was
Capcom
qualifying.
has no idea. They probably emailed him, was like, so who's in Capcom Cup? Who do we need to send emails to? And he's like, oh, I got you.
Oh, man. Yeah, so hopefully next year, but we'll talk about that maybe in a future episode.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay.
We don't have that much time.
Let's go.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
What is this?
Walk out of 4 or 5 hours.
I'm not. Whoever has to come up with the system, I'm super not jealous of their job.
It's not that tough, honestly. It's not that hard.
The thing about it is, there's a lot of other things out there that do similar stuff to this that you could probably just leech a system
literally
on.
copy any number of things.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, but people in esports, they want to make their complicated whatever nonsense for whatever reason. None of them follow sports. I know people in Capcom who follow sports, but apparently, now Harrison's in there. So maybe Harrison can actually help us out. An actual sports fan can actually maybe make something happen.
Not gonna happen.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, man. All right.
He's a country gentleman. Were you there for that?
No.
The Harrison country gentleman thing? No. All right, never mind. I won't get into it. I thought I had
All I know is that when Harrison
he
shaves,
looks like a Civil War era
like...
general.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Seth Killian built an entire backstory about his life.
This is, dude, so we're
going to
hilarious.
Seth is hilarious.
I want the 2-volume book now where the first half is about Civil War Harrison and the second half is about Rebel Sejam.
Like, dude, no lie, Seth Killian looked at him and was like, you're the country gentleman. And then went on like a 20-minute monologue about him and his life and like the kind of farm he owned and the different animals and like how he treated them. And like, I'm just sitting there listening and it was like the most magical thing I've ever heard.
Dude, Seth is like magic with words. Like when he talks, it's just like rainbows come out of his mouth.
I couldn't, the kind of stuff he was saying, I was like, I never would have thought I knew.
He has good mid-range control. He has good footsies as a commentator.
Yes, he really does.
So I'm starting to think of commentary as, fight games.
Yeah,
he definitely has great like space and pace control.
Yeah, he has some of the best fundamentals for sure.
He's like, going along.
His wake up game is not the best, but you know, his mix ups are not the best.
No.
He has excellent footsies.
Yeah.
His neutral game, excellent.
Fundamentals is what it is.
Let's talk about some events that are coming up this weekend then. So obviously we mentioned the Asia qualifiers are taking place in Korea this weekend. And if I'm not mistaken, a bunch of people are going to that too. Like I saw Ricky
is one of the qualified people because like the 3 people ahead of Ricky at one of the events are already qualified. So Ricky qualified for the regional final.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, there's a list of the players.
Mm-hmm.
There's 16
but
players in the thingamajig.
So it's gonna start on Friday technically.
LCQ, right?
Yeah, so the LCQ is gonna start on Friday and go through Saturday, which will probably be there Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. But you know,
my plan is to get home from Rewired in Arizona and stream my analysis of watching this.
Okay.
Because I probably will not be able to watch it at Arizona with the time and everything. So.
Well, there's also going to be Revolution 26. So the Asia Finals is going to be on Capcom Fighters.
Capcom Fighters.
Streamed on Capcom Fighters. Revolution 2016, which is taking place in the United Kingdom, in the UK, in London. Okay. It's going to be streamed on Nth Gen Media, NTHGEN Media, no spaces. And they're going to be playing Persona 4, Arcana Heart, Under Night Inbirth, Skullgirls, Guilty Gear, Nitro Plus Blasters, Dengenki Bunko Fighting Climax, King of Fighters 14, and BlazBlue Central Fiction.
Ooh, all right.
So there's a cool anime event coming up. Also, there's going to be Battle on the Strip online qualifier for in Las Vegas.
Right, right.
Yes. This is not a qualifier for Capcom Cup, but this is part of like a Reddit event that they're putting.
The only
together.
Capcom Cup event left is the Asia Regional Finals. Everything else that's going on is just a tournament.
Yeah, but the stream is going to be on Battle Vegas. Again, no spaces, no underscores. And that is going to be taking place. Do they have like where it's taking place? I'm not sure. But it's going to be Smash 4 and Street Fighter 5 that is going to be taking place there.
Nice.
So, and then of course this weekend is also Rewired.
Rewired
in Arizona, which you and I will be traveling to.
Yes, we'll be doing commentary over there.
Yeah,
that's this weekend.
Yeah. So we're going to be traveling over to that. That should be fun. That usually gets a lot of California players there, some Texas players, because it's kind of like right in the middle between them. And that should be a lot of fun. I don't remember what the stream it's going to be on.
Is it the Fighting 99?
Oh, it might be Fighting 99.
I feel like it's the Fighting 99.
Yeah,
but I'm sure the two of us will tweet about it. We're going to probably be doing commentary for a number of games.
Yeah.
I know they have KI there, so I'll probably be doing that.
Nice.
And Mortal Kombat's there, I think, too.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
So, yeah, it should be a bunch of cool games.
Yeah, it's one of the two cool Arizona majors that's run by people of the community. So this one's obviously run by Velociraptor, Driftwood. Put together, Rewired, and then, of course, Angelic helps with Undefeated.
Yeah.
And that'll be coming up again later on this year. One interesting thing, though, is that on Monday, after Rewired...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
There is a private, college, a university there called University of Advancing Tech, where they teach a bunch of, different tech stuff. And one of the biggest areas of their school is teaching you how to make games. Mm-hmm. So they teach how to make games. One of my best friends from junior high, from a long time ago, teaches at this school. And so on Monday, I'm actually going to be showing up, and it's open to anybody at 2:30 at UAT. I'm going to be doing like a Q&A talk with their students just to talk about esports and commentary.
Rad, man.
Look at this guy go. He's giving a talk.
Yeah, I'm like going to be there. I'm going to be like, so.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
what questions do you want to ask?
Next, the TED Talk.
Are you going to prepare a lecture?
I probably should prepare at least an outline.
Probably should.
Yeah. But it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna be able to, and like I said, it's open to anybody, and that's gonna be at the University of Advancing Tech.
Nice.
And I saw some people even tweet me. They're like, I didn't even know this was here, and I live 15 minutes away. So it's
awesome,
cool.
man.
It's very, very
that sounds really cool.
Yeah, there you go. So definitely check that out if you're in the area. If you're sticking around in Arizona for a while. I will definitely...
Is this in the Phoenix area? Or where
this is going to be more in Mesa, Phoenix area. Yeah, okay. So it's a little further away from the event, but Arizona obviously is not like California.
Wait, where's the event at?
Tucson.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
that makes
it's in
sense, I
Tucson.
guess. Yeah, yeah.
Tucson's really cool.
I've never been there.
It's a fun place to visit. Last year I had a lot of fun at Rewired.
Dude, I can't wait to get all these Sonoran hot dogs that you
Dude,
keep talking about.
Sonora dogs.
Sonora dogs.
That's like the specialty
Really?
there in Tucson.
Huh.
And I think I had like at least 3 separate meals of Sonora dogs.
That
there.
sounds
They were really
cool.
good.
Okay.
They're just like Arizona has delicious Mexican food too, which is super awesome. And it's like a college town, Tucson, so there's like a nice little downtown area that's really cool. And all the locals are super friendly. Arizona, they just put on a really good event. So
Nice.
Rewired was one of my favorite events last year. They also went to karaoke on the last day, so I'm sure James will slay it over there. They have a guy that's really good at karaoke. He's like excellent.
Karaoke battle.
No.
James.
Like-
Yeah, it's really cool, man.
Funny match.
Okay. But yeah, so that's coming up this weekend. That's going to be really cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, coming up, let's see.
Yeah.
So Beast of the
Yeah.
East.
They're delicious.
Interesting. I have a picture of a Sonora dog.
Yeah, it's
here.
like pico de gallo, avocado, all sorts of stuff in there.
It's
So-
it's very different.
Is it a hot dog bun? It looks like it.
It
Yeah.
looks like a hot dog bun with the ends that are sealed. So
Yeah.
it's like the hot dog is
Right.
actually like nestled in there.
It's a little pouch.
Yeah,
It's
a
it's
little
great.
pouch.
Yeah, all I did, like the first thing I went to, they're like, yeah, this place is Sonora dog and Mexican food, and I was like, this is awesome.
Cool.
And I just ordered a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff, and I was like, I'm
I
gonna
like
be
to try
fat.
that. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, also coming up, I think they said tomorrow is going to be the Evo trailer.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Like,
tomorrow
well, the
at 10
teaser.
a.m.
I should say the Evo teaser, right?
Right.
Because that's all it's going to be. Probably is going to be dates, location, stuff like that. So that's what I'm assuming. That's what usually comes in
Yeah.
like December, like
Yeah,
or
it's earlier,
January.
right?
Like
Yeah.
this one's really early.
yeah. Like
so-
January is when they announce the games and show the trailer usually, right? So this is like the teaser, and I'm assuming
Yeah.
around January is
But
like
dude,
the full
like,
trailer.
The coolest
That's what it's
thing
been in
was
the past, but this is earlier than before too.
Yeah.
The guy who makes all the trailers, Seth Musi, just recently came to California. This was in the same weekend that we were at Battlegrounds. And him and Wizard went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And he basically said, if you find him, they'll show you the trailer. And they said they showed one person the trailer.
Oh, that's
Dang.
cool.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. But then I also saw that L.I. Joe saw it somehow. Like, he tweeted out today, he's like,
Cheater.
I saw the trailer. Oh my God, tomorrow's going to be crazy.
Cheater.
So,
Okay,
we'll
all right.
see what's
So cool
going on.
news, I
What's been
guess.
going on. Also,
We know nothing naturally.
Yeah. We
As
never know
always.
anything.
Yeah.
coming up, let's see here. Coming up, also Anime Ascension, the tournament that was run by Axis themselves this past year, earlier on in the year, is coming back, and it'll be in February. It will be a 2-day event from February 18th till 19th, and the games will be Central Fiction will probably be the main game there, as it is the newest game. Revelator will be there. Under Night, In Birth, EXE, Late will be there. I almost called it Latte. King of Fighters 14 will be there, and Dead or Alive 5 Last Round will be there.
Nice.
All right.
So yeah, it's really cool to see when the companies are more involved. You know, like the KI Cup. Well, actually, KI Cup
It's community driven.
is mostly community driven. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, Bandai Namco does the Tekken, and Street Fighter is Capcom.
Right.
The Capcom Cup. That's cool.
It's true.
One
That's
cool
cool.
thing that we are a part of here was that we finished King of the Hill
yeah.
last week,
Yeah.
and the ESL was so happy with how it went that they are extending it. There's going to be 4 more weeks. Today was a break, starting again next week, and it'll be going on for another 4 weeks. So that should
Yeah,
be
I don't
super
know if
cool.
they've decided if K-Brad stays on as the
I
K.
think
Oh, did he
does.
win it? I was gonna ask.
I
he did.
think he
I didn't watch
stays
that.
on.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He dunked.
I was busy
Dude,
that day.
He dunked Chris G. Yeah, he dunked Chris G. and he dunked Myers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
He beat Myers like 10-5, and he beat Chris G like 10-3.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. K-Brad was destroying.
It was Dunzo.
people.
It was like the
He's-
shortest one they've had
Northern
by far.
California's pride, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be
NorCal got the
it's
win.
NorCal, it's not NoCal anymore. NorCal,
that's right, yeah.
NorCal got the
Yeah,
win.
NorCal,
Had to
apparently.
bring in a ringer like that.
Pretty
It was
much,
just like,
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
to finally get a win, dude.
Yeah,
Congrats
so
to Maryland.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Chris G is New York also, so it's like
Yeah.
he's at least been in SoCal a few years, but yeah, it's gonna start again next Tuesday.
Yes, next Tuesday. So
Cool.
definitely check that out. That'll be on twitch.tv/ESL. So follow that channel so you'll know when it goes on, and follow all our Twitters, which you see at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah,
'cause we'll
I think the
talk about
plan was to have you and Steve do it, but I don't know if he's in.
Oh, I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
Steve's
he might
gonna
be in
in
Japan.
Japan.
That's right. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll
okay.
have to have a
We'll
little
figure it out.
conversation.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
it'll be fine.
Okay. I don't have anything else for events, so do you want to take a break and we can come back and do games and community stuff?
You got it.
Okay, we'll be right back, guys.
Welcome back to the show, everybody, except for Brock. What are we talking about now?
We're just going on some game news. Game news. Yeah. So the big news, obviously, was that at Red Bull Battlegrounds at the very end, they revealed a teaser for a character that was unnamed.
Unnamed character.
Unnamed character. But okay, so obviously everyone says, look, there's an Akuma teaser. By the way, like when you watch the video, I didn't even notice this at the time, but like the Chun-Li banners, like the Masat's like symbol drop downs on them.
That was super sick
cool.
in person.
So I have a video. I posted a video of what the banners look like beforehand. And I didn't even notice the banners dropped until I walked down, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
like there's just new banners. Like that's super
exactly.
sick.
Yeah,
and
cool.
So obviously, look, the trailer. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's Akuma, it's Akuma, it's Akuma." They didn't really officially announce it's Akuma. There could be a chance. I theorized.
What if it's Dark Donald?
I theorized at the Red Bull Battlegrounds post game show, which we did with Seth and Mike.
That would be so much cooler.
Yeah,
It would be way better.
That would be the most Street Fighter 5 thing on the planet. Show the teaser, Dark Donald.
D Donald.
D Donald. Oh man, that would be the most Street Fighter 5 thing ever. They put back the 8 frames and then they release Dark Donald. Boom! Lord Hans has spoken.
Oh man. We didn't get a chance to talk about that, but we did that post show with Mike and Seth, and I thought that was super cool.
Oh, I really like doing that.
I thought that was really, really fun. But I was wondering, because like obviously everyone's pointed out it's not Akuma's symbol, it's the Shin Akuma. So now everyone's like, oh, V-Trigger's gonna be Shin Akuma, he's gonna be like Nakali.
Yeah, that's the theory.
That seems like a reasonable theory.
Dude, what if they decided to just go one up over Street Fighter 4 and bring back Gotetsu now?
I was hoping for Mecha Akuma. Or like
Mecha Goki.
Yeah, something whack like that. I was like, come on, Capcom, like, yeah.
So he has the half metal face and he has the rocket arm that when he uppercuts it shoots into the sky.
His V skill is that he flies,
like that.
And you know, he's
With
just got the metal
with
wings.
The metal
and he just
wings
zones
and
you.
I think that'd be super sick.
Yeah, it would be, right? It'd be way cooler than regular
If he
Akuma.
could fly, that'd be super sick.
Cyber Akuma, and that's like his zoning projectile. Instead of air fireballs, he shoots his rocket arm at you.
His fist
You guys
at
are
you.
telling me that you want 12 in this game right now, and I totally agree with you.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Okay, now I don't want this anymore.
I mean, the archetype sounds fun to me.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, like,
man.
some people are saying like it's gonna be Evil Ryu.
It could be Shin Dan, could be Evil
Dude, that was the
Ryu.
joke that I
Violent
made. It
Ken,
was like,
Violent
damn,
Ken.
yeah. Or what if it's Dark Sakura?
Could be Dark Sakura.
Yeah. You know what I'm still hoping for? My dream announcement is that next time there's a big announcement where like it's not just a Street Fighter event, like it's like next year at Evo, right? There's an announcement, you hear Sagat's voice. He's talking, like everybody's like, oh my god, Sagat's gonna come back. He's talking trash to Akuma. And he's like, you're worthless, I'm about to dunk you, and it's like a black screen, right? And you hear him talking, and then the logo comes up, and it's Jin and Akuma, or Jin and Kazuya punching each other, and then Sagat's in Tekken 7. That would be so much cooler than him being in Street Fighter 5.
Dude, I want him to be in Tekken.
Wouldn't that be the coolest?
I want him to be
reveal? That would be the coolest reveal of all time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? That would be so sick.
Except now you've ruined it.
I have, but that would be so good.
That would be really great.
I dreamed
You
Akuma.
ruined it because all like 10 billion people watching the show now know about it, and now no one will be surprised by it.
I warned everybody about Dream Akuma forever ago, and now
Dream Akuma.
I remember I told you guys about Dream Akuma.
I do.
Now I remember his V trigger was demon mode and everything, and I was like, yeah, I had this dream, and now he's playable in Anaheim, California, my hometown. Look, if you have any DLC characters you want, send them right up here. I got you guys covered.
Look, I'm just telling you that it's like not going out on a limb to say that his V trigger is like Shin Akuma. Okay?
Dude, no,
you're not breaking new ground.
It was not his demon mode in my dream was it was the jankest thing I've ever seen.
When Guile,
it literally just gave him air Cycle Crusher.
Well, that's probably not gonna happen.
Like,
No.
we all thought Guile's V trigger was gonna be like the crouch walk, or V skill was gonna be the crouch, and it turned out to be something really creative.
Yeah. No, I definitely expect that it'll be something creative because all the returning characters have had
the
creative
only
stuff.
thing that I will say is, regardless if it is Akuma, no matter what they do, I think the Tekken one will probably still look better. Just graphically, because Tekken 7
Akuma's gonna come out there with Ken's face and like long weird hair.
Here's what's gonna happen for sure. He's gonna have the big beads, right? and you'll be able to see
It'll
them through
clip
his
through.
neck. It's gonna be like in his clavicle.
Yeah.
It's gonna have clavicle beads.
The beads just floating in the air. Oh god! And they'll just say, yeah, the beads float through his body because of psycho power, dude. It's
Psycho
not a big-
power.
Yeah,
Psycho power. I don't know
yeah,
if
it's
that's
clearly
how it
psycho power
works.
or
I don't
demon
This is
power.
psycho
Yeah, I don't think that's how it
Don't worry
works.
about it. He's Mecha Akuma has psycho
Look,
power.
enough about this Dream Akuma with Psycho Crushers.
He's so
okay?
sick. He had Demon Flip and he could cancel in a Psycho Crusher. It was the sick. And it was like plus 80. It was so crazy. In my
Also,
dream, he was sick.
Here's my question for you. What do you think of the new stage, David? I haven't talked to you about this. The Skies of Honor Rashid stage.
Whatever. Yeah, it's a.
Do you think
arena
it should?
to play
Do
video
you think it
games
should
on.
be banned? A lot of people are talking about motion sickness when they play it.
Oh. No, I don't know.
I legit.
I guess that's up for other people. I mean, it's not a problem for me.
I
but if-
legit was playing on that stage online. It was yesterday or 2 days ago, and I've been trying to improve my uppercutting to anti-air people. And I saw Urian neutral jump, but the building in back of him was scrolling this way.
Oh no.
I 100% thought he forward jumped. He neutral jumped. I just
Got him.
I was like,
I don't
oh,
like
man.
commentating on that stage. It makes me sick.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get any kind of sickness on airplanes or anything, but like, what happens is when I'm commentating, this is me. I'm like, doing this bad boy and this. Like, it just makes me really woozy.
How do you even? Why are you noticing it?
I don't know.
I get it for the first time you look at it and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
so you're on a plane.
Because like the first thing that happened is they played a
But
first
after
10
that-
on ESL. And I hadn't ever looked at the stage and I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
Chris G actually said he had a headache going into there, and then when he played on it, it like made it worse.
That sucks.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's tough for some people.
Well, okay, that's fine. I mean, if it is a problem for people, then it should be banned. I mean, for me, it's fine, but if it is for
I
enough
like
people,
maybe
then...
maybe it should just be one of those things that the players should decide. Like if it
Yeah.
comes up and someone's like, "No, I don't want to play on
Yeah,
this," to
that
just
makes
repick
sense.
it.
Well, that would have to be in the rules because if you're playing against Ultra David, then he's definitely going to
Just
make you
pick it.
play on that
Well,
one.
right,
And
exactly.
if you're Keats and there's a brown character and I can play against that kind of brown background, you better believe I'm going to pick.
Because he can't see you at all.
oh, that's right, because he has the colorblind.
The colorblind. If I can get away with something, then I will. But if it's in the rules, then okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds hilarious. I never thought to do that against Keats.
Oh, dude,
I should totally
come
do that.
on.
I'm gonna play him in KI and play Brown Cinder, where he just like blends into the background.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Oh man.